made some changes in OBS, and it's running in the background, and it uses about 6%. I'm opening up Kdenlive. I'm going to get the system monitor going, and I'm going to render a 30-second video. I'm going to add a title with some stuff to make it work a little harder. And right now with just Kdenlive open, it's running pretty low. OBS is about 6%, and I imagine Kdenlive's about 6%. They don't give you a number, it jumps around. A little different. But you can see the 16 threads. I have 8 core, 16 threads. And I'm using all 16 to process video. And that's just my file system junk. Okay, so I set up this, getting ready to set up a video. And I'm changing the sizes, I don't know why, just to make it look better. There's the processes, and here's the resources. I have a lot of RAM, so it's only using like 2 to 4%, even when I render. So I'm doing a voiceover because the OBS video got goofed up. And right now, I'm just watching the usage of the cores. So let's pull one in here. And this is the Earth spinning, and I slowed it way down. I hope nobody got vertigo. And what I'm going to do, I'll grab it better, you idiot. I'm going to throw this on the line here, timeline, move it over, and I'm going to create a title. Pretty simple title. No animation. I may use the composition or the effect transform, just to show you what you can do with that transform in a title. Pretty interesting. Okay, here's my title. Base title. And I'm going to put it right there. Actually, I end up moving it over a little. Watch, here we go. Go to transform and effects. Pop it down on there. And when you go to and you click on the title with the transform in it, you can start manipulating. It's keyframeable, which is nice. And shows us the size and the rotation. And so right now I'm going to add a keyframe. And what it is during that keyframe, it stayed the same size. Now the next one, I'm going to increase the size. And let it run some more. Just hit the space bar, it'll start running. And it grows. Let it run. Add a keyframe. And going from 0 to 360 on the rotation. Now I just click off the controls and it kind of saves it. And here we go, we're going to hit it and boom. Okay. Now I'm going to add one more keyframe. And I'm going to shrink it a little. Okay. Not a line left. goofball. Clicked it. Okay, let's go home, hit spacebar, test of render, CPU usage, and that's coming up. When we render this video, we're going to watch the 16 threads. This is Ryzen 7, I think 2700, something like that. Pretty basic. It's not overclocked, but I've got a lot of RAM, and it renders in about half the time of the video. So like 30 seconds, this should be 15 maybe. It depends how many effects or how many compositions like wipes and all that adds to the render time. So right now, I want to cut this, and I'm just messing around, seeing that when I do the S for select, I can get into the box. When I hit the X, it kind of wipes out. You can't see what I'm doing, so let's do that. Boom. Exit out. The scissor tool is X. Or razor tool. Cutting tool. Every editor calls it something different. So, okay, I got rid of the end of that title. We'll do a control home and get it back to start. Spacebar. Our title. I could have faded into it, but you know, this is enough. There's plenty going on here. If you do speed changes and stuff like that, that impacts render time also. And I go back to that keyframe. I didn't firm it up at 1. I had it at 90, so I want 1. I want it to go from 90 to 1, so you'll see that it will shrink down to nothing. And you can do a lot of stuff with the transform in the title box. Any effect, most effects you can use in the titles. Okay, here we are. We saw it jump when I was doing stuff, but only a few threads. Now, when we start to render, they should all be in unison. So let's see. Did I just make up a word? They should all be uniform. Okay, we're going to call it CPU. We're going to render MP4 1080p. And here we go. And the rendering has started. Now you notice all threads are pretty similar. They're all doing the render process. That's what I wanted to see. Because this is Kdenlive 21.12.0 and it's the beta. And I've tweaked a few settings. And the default settings seem pretty good. Okay, and that showed all threads were used during the render. I think I might try to change it to like 8 and see what happens. But it rendered in about 17 seconds for a 30-second video. And that's just a quick test. Linux Mint 20.12.2, Kdenlive 21.12.0 in beta. Seems to work. That's it for now. Bye.